Rivers run dry, dust spreads in the air. 2 dark days, do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits. It's heavy just breathing through this debate. We'll start come on, start a riot.
Alright, score time then. Try and smash one out in 50 minutes.
50?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's when it's midnight in Germany.
Yeah. If we go a bit over, that's fine. But yeah, probably not too much over, ideally.
Roger that. So if you go into your compendium, type in engagement, and it's got the list of... When I say that, I can't bloody find it, can I? There we go. Planning an engagement, and you have to, yeah, all the different plan types. So...
Yeah. What are we going to do? Plan?
Yeah, like what's...
Score?
What can we do to... I think it also fits with us not having that much time, because, you know, we know the attack is coming. What can we do short term to better our chances against the Jaffas?
Could A-team the warehouse and, like, you know, reinforce all the doors and booby trap the gates and
Yeah.
set up, I don't know, explosive barrels around and stuff.
Yeah, motivate our new cohort,
Yeah,
coordinate them where should we...
yeah.
We could do that
Can do
and
that.
try and weaken the opponents
Yeah.
by some means. Try and weaken the opponents with more of a talky social campaign.
You can try to give them, like, anonymous information that's just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could also try and talk some of them into ditching the Jaffas and joining us.
I was more thinking of the latter. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that also has some way more chance of success, I feel like, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Gonna try and
Okay.
recruit
So-
some Jaffas with better health insurance.
Recruit some Jaffas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so how am I going to run this? So the way we could do it is you start it from the attack and then work backwards into what you've already done.
Yeah.
Like, if they all turn up, you could go into your flashback to do the social thing and then see how it went, like in reverse, in a way. That's sort of the Blade's way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or if you want to
And-
have, like, the big fight.
Yeah, that
Today,
sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, duke it out.
Yeah, and you can still do all the stuff like booby traps and all that, so
Yeah, cool.
I don't really know which plan that would be, so let's just roll some engagement.
Also choose loadouts.
Assault, surely. Do violence to a target.
Yeah, well, the point of attack is wherever they turn up, I guess. Isn't it?
At the gates or whatever, yeah, when they come in.
Yeah, because I've seen things where people get a bit leery in downtime and suddenly their downtime turns into a score and you just like,
Yeah.
roll engagement, and then it kicks off, so that's... But I did want to give you some preparation, so let's do some pluses and minuses. It's Operation Bold or Daring. I'm just going to say yes. It's contingent on many factors, not really. The vulnerability of the target, I'm going to say yes, because you got their lookouts and got information out of them.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Do they have particular defences? They do, so that's a -1. Can any friends or contacts provide aid or insight?
I mean, I bet you could convince your friend who's also a medic and also from the war to come and help us.
Oh, I could try. I think it'd be hard to get him off that boat.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe he'll know someone that can come in there.
Mm.
Add aid or insight. Maybe I could, like, tell him to, like, if they come his way for medical assistance, put them down.
Or what if there was a canal that ran along with that sea racing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Also-
Quite long.
in Liverpool docks, for supplies and stuff. 'Cause it was a factory, so it stands to reason it would have had supply lines, which
Yeah.
are mainly canals. So there's
Yeah.
just park his canal boat up there.
Also,
Yeah.
Dust Bowl does have a lot of buildings on top of buildings, and underneath all that, there are underground canals and tunnels
Yeah.
and things. So, yeah, sure. So we got a doctor in the house, more or less. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation? Well, that is the nature of the operation. So, any other elements? I've already done the lookout thing. Already done that thing. You've not got the Viscount there still, have you? Well, we don't need to worry about that. So I got that down as 1 dice after all the pluses and minuses.
Hey.
So tricky old operation.
Okay.
So who wants to roll your engagement dice of 1? It's D6. Who's feeling lucky, punk?
Got it.
Oh. Sorry to you, Eve.
Okay. I can do that. Hopefully.
Oh, that's bad.
Eh.
Right, so it's a desperate position when the action starts.
Oh,
That will only give us bone people. Like, don't. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks. Excellent. Thanks, man. No.
I also choose
Alright.
to take heavy loadout. By the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, load, yeah.
You did mention it earlier, and I skipped over it again. I
It's
think
fine.
you're mad to not choose heavy loadout because you're on your own turf. Anyway,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Who will stop me from bringing 5 bandoliers? I mean, my list. There's only 2 bandoliers, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Are you going heavy as well, Steve?
I am. Yeah, I'm thinking. No, I'm gonna go medium. I think.
Okay. Well, if you ever have to do anything where you've got to run away from something, remind me to give you more advantage than the other 2.
Nice. I'm going with a normal loadout for sure.
It's fearless as our Del boy.
Stupid.
Right. So what happened is he's turned up early. He's not turned up when the lookout said he would. Is old Boyce, and something must have happened that he got closer than you're expecting. Maybe he did have lookouts, but he kind of countered it.
Did Jimmy
Oh.
Neville panic and let him in the door?
Oh, he's not
He just
letting them in.
freaks
That
out.
would be really bad. Jimmy Neville's just a quivering wreck. But
Just crying at the gate.
We took him off
It's been a
door
weird-
duty. Remember? We gave
Yeah,
him
he's
a
just-
boss.
Jimmy,
go,
get your
give him a
gun.
mop and a gun.
Yeah, get that gun out your locker, son.
Yeah, you have got your thugs there and all that. Maybe your thugs are wherever you tell me they are when you need them. But it's been a weird day. There's been like less blue coat patrols than normal, and it's like been a bit weird, and the streets go a bit quiet, and then like he turns up when you're all distracted somehow. But there's Boyce arrives himself in a cart that kind of backs up onto like your little courtyard in the front with his full cohort of thuggaroos. And he's tier 2, so he's got 12 people with him, which is like a cohort.
Is it like a stretched limousine cart?
Sure,
Massive
Yeah.
long cart.
it's very long.
4 goats.
Yeah.
4 goats, yeah. But it's backed up and there's a big crate on the back. And I don't know, you don't have to say where you all are right now, but he's calling out is Del Boy like considered the leader of the Trotters normally?
Yeah, of course he
As
is.
Yeah, I think so.
Why would
Yeah,
you
it's
even
called
ask
Del
such a
Boy.
question?
Yeah, I'm just checking. It's nice to ask. He's calling out Del Boy and telling you to come out, and you've taken everything from me, and
Oh,
this was supposed to be our big opportunity. Before you say that, I'll just finish why this is a desperate position.
All
Is
right.
that, he like pulls the back off this box, and the box falls away, and he's got like a huge, well, quite a large. Let's go huge. Sort of electroplasmic steampunk style minigun, sort of mounted on the back of this limo. And it's got like electroplasmic batteries on it. It looks a bit ropey, like he's like got it, like it's fallen off the back of a van or something.
One of those second-hand ones.
Yeah, he's like the electric batteries started spinning it up, and he's like there, ready, and he's like fully armored as well with all these thuggaroos. He's like, Delboy, get out here!
Okay. Could this be the point where we flash back to he happens to
I think he should
have pulled up his limousine to where we have already planted some kind of countermeasure?
Barrel of explosive.
Yes, absolutely.
That sounds like
So flashback. Yeah,
Who are you pointing at, Steve?
it's the other side on my screen,
Yeah.
but I know who you're
Yeah,
pointing at.
That's Rodney, yeah.
It was
Like that I
something Rodney pretty prepared, but I'll happily take the stress.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
this
I can
thing.
yeah.
I don't think you need
have-
stress for the flashback, because this was. I mean, you said you wanted to do this before we did engagement, so it's like not a stretch that you're going to be doing this. I think it is going to be some kind of desperate role for sure, because of
Okay.
how it started.
Yeah, we basically, like, I prepared and we all hit some small cakes of like explosive, whatever
Small.
we could find.
Huge. I mean,
Sure, huge, but like it's just huge explosion. But
we don't want to
kept,
destroy our own factory by shooting.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
an unintended
Point like.
consequence.
Exactly. We
Well-
we hit them, and yeah, I don't know if we had time. Did we have time to set up a remote trigger, or do we have to like?
Well,
Yeah,
I'd
of
like
course
to
you did.
shoot it. Oh, okay,
Oh.
cool. I
Well,
was going to say, if Boyce is there at the gate, I'd be on the roof with my long, fine rifle and
Mhm.
take a shot at that barrel, as long as Del want trotting straight out to the talk to him.
probably not reckless Dale.
Me, reckless. I would have trotted out, but into such a position so as to sort of draw us-
You know where that explosive is.
I know where it is, to draw attention away from it, possibly being
Yeah.
seen, over to me, and keep him talking so that he doesn't immediately open fire on us. And
Nice.
then
So,
I'll hurl myself heroically out of the way into the canal, probably.
so yeah, we could do it
Don't
either
do that.
way. I need a roll from Rodney to set it all up, but I mean,
Right.
adding shooting the barrels to it might just be adding another roll onto it, whereas
Yeah, fair
you
enough.
could just roll it all up with a tinker. I mean, it's not
Okay.
likely to be radio, but like, I don't know, cables. There's cables. A long
Yeah.
fuse.
Yeah, or even just a super long fuse. I'm like, keep him there for 2 minutes, and then I like. Okay. Yeah, I just.
Oh, yeah. I start a
tinker.
clock. The fuse is 12.
Yeah. Okay, I just do a tinker roll. You said
Well,
Yeah, that seems.
Shall I
fine.
assist Rodney by shooting the barrel afterwards? That'll give you another.
Oh yeah, that
dance.
could work.
should also do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'll take
Okay.
I'll take a stress for that.
Yeah, like I know we're pressed for time, but like I mix everything that burns basically together in
Yeah.
foul-smelling concoction. It's a desperate roll, you said, right?
It's just desperate, and I was rich because he's like spinning up a minigun, and he's, you know, as soon as things start exploding, his fingers going on the trigger for that one. So there's risk of harm for whoever's in the way. Maybe
Okay.
property damage.
So
I,
is
s-
the
I see
effect?
someone waving. Did you need something?
No, just indicating who might possibly be in the way.
Oh right, yeah, that's true.
No, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Adele's in front of the gate.
you know, if you actually get into
Shit-eating
trouble, we'll do a
group.
flashback on how I doused you in a chemical that nullifies every other.
Anti-flammable stuff.
Only if we need that.
Yeah, that'd be like that. There's resistance rolls for that sort of thing.
True as well.
So, I don't think I can murder him, even if I tried.
Yeah.
Why is this going weird?
Is the effect standard, limited, great, extreme?
I think it starts standard. Because, wait a minute, what are you envisioning the effect being? So I don't see Boyce's going down in one shot.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
hope it blows up the minigun.
I hope that it at least like completely disorients him and ideally also damages his card and whatever's on there. So the minigun.
Yeah. Well, it'll certainly put it out of action for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll stop him firing it for sure. And probably take out a goon or two, I'd say, is what I was thinking the effect. Unless you got a way of making it greater. I mean, you're already at desperate, so you can't trade your position for it. But I mean, if you wanted to,
if I say I shoot the barrels with electroplasmic ammunition, because that's something in my load that I don't really know what it is, will that help at all?
It's for killing ghosts strictly, but yeah, I'm sure if you're going to tick off extra items, that should bump up the thing.
Yeah, unless there's anything else in there.
We could also say I put some of my chemical fire oil in there, which doesn't only, which also burns. So there's not only an explosion, there's also the car is burning afterwards. So he can't, even if he doesn't get hurt in the explosion, he can't just walk to his car and get the gun because it's on fire. And everything's on fire. And
if you sacrifice one or two of your bandoliers and use your electroplasmic ammo, that's definitely greater.
Nice. Okay.
Use a whole bandolier of 3. Is it 3 items in a bandolier?
It's 3 items in a bandolier, but one batch of fire oil is 3 uses. So that would be 9 uses of fire oil, which is fine. I'm just saying, just so you get the numbers.
Yeah, I normally do it as 1 per slot in the bandolier. But
that's fine. Okay. Then I'm willing to spend a whole bandolier on this.
Well, I was going to say, if you use the entire bandolier worth, I'll bump it up to extreme effects, and then it'll take out a lot of goons in a massive fire.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's
go.
You're
both using that much stuff.
Okay.
But still desperate, so.
Okay, if I now fail this, I'm going to be super sad.
Still trying to change his background, something that isn't Brightstone, and it's just not doing what I want.
I will also push myself for this because, I really don't want to fail this.
Sure.
Okay.
This is where I should be thinking of a devil's bargain, but I'm not. I'm trying to change a background.
I mean, the devil's bargain could be that I damage our own stuff.
Yeah, that is a classic devil's bargain.
But I kind of don't want to because Delboy is going to be really mad at me if I do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather take some stress than take my brother not liking me, so.
That's more stressful.
Yeah. I just push myself, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's up to you.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so.
Hell yeah.
First of all, no consequences. So you can just straight up describe what happens.
Okay, yeah.
You get what you want.
Yeah, I put for some reason I seem to coincidentally this specific, because we hit several small or big kegs of explosives everywhere, but we already expected that he would probably drive through there, so I put a shit ton of fire oil in there and everything else.
Yeah.
And yeah, he did very well, but since Uncle knows exactly where it is, he's already aiming on it when he comes around, and basically the moment that Delboy shows his head outside of the door and no one is, everyone is just looking at him, I think Uncle just fires and everything's quiet for a second and then goes up in flames.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see some people flying away from the explosion. Boyce probably falls down, but he's probably not dead. That's what
his goats go on fire.
Oh yeah. Oh, his
Oh, maybe they don't. purposely avoid the goats because we're going to poach them.
Yeah, but the handles like burn through quickly,
Yeah.
so the goats can escape and like run towards our factory. But they
Come
run
in,
away from
goats.
Boyce, so we can't flee. Maybe that's for you to decide still, but you can't flee as easily. And yeah, everything's
that's fine.
very loud and chaotic. So yeah, everything's on fire. That's
It's
mostly
like in
it.
the war, this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Guys.
Oh no.
Everything's up in flames.
God, here comes a flashback again. Never hear the last time.
Yeah.
Haunted trauma.
I
Hear
say it's-
Albert like,
I pick myself
Hanging on
up from the
the-
ground,
yeah.
scurry
A bit
back
deaf.
into the foyer, keeping low.
Yeah.
Right, so how many thugs this takes? So standard effects would be like 2 ticks, and then greater would be like 3-ish, 4. So yeah, I think you take out nearly, what's that, like a third of his force just get blown away.
Nice.
There's this huge mushroom cloud, and the minigun gets like knocked off its like mount, and like the barrels kind of all get clogged up and stop spinning. And Boyce is swearing to himself, and he's on fire a bit, so I'll give him
Yeah.
some damage as well, seeing as it was extreme. He did go for it, so it's only fair.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, yeah, and his goats run away
Yeah.
all around the place. And he's like trying to drag his minigun back up onto the stand.
I'd like to persuade him that, given that we've blown him to hell and back, there's more where that came from. You know that we've planned this. So if you know what's good for you, and you want to be in one piece, get out.
Right.
I'd like to sway him into buggering off.
Can I assist Elle for a dice by saying, "Ignore him, Boyce. Come on in. Come on. There's nothing else in here. You'll be fine. Come on in." Want him.
Okay. Sure. So you're
Oh,
trying
you
to
know what,
persuade him
well?
to just leave?
Yeah, give it up.
I'll.
Surrender.
I'm going to use my, because I forgot I had it, 2 times per score. I can assist a teammate without putting stress.
Nice.
So I do that.
Sure, by heckling
Aye.
from the roof.
Mm.
Yeah.
So the way I'm looking at it is that he has decided to not listen to anything Del Boy is saying. So how about try like this? We start at like risky and 0 effects and see what you can come up with to bump that up from 0, because he just does not want to listen to you at all. He's like furious, but you could like get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering, if I'd like to lay it down on the line and make it really a desperate action, by
Sure.
by saying, by exposing to him the fact that I may have had an intimate romantic liaison with his other half. Give it up. I've got your wife. I've got everything. You're a broken man.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I'll happily accept a devil's bargain to the boot. That I maybe
Yeah, Marlene isn't
I
there.
not only the news gets around to Marlene and I utterly have to fulfill the deal really
Yeah, complete the date you
I have
started.
to
with
complete
is
the
what you mean.
date and go a bit further. Consummation has to occur.
Roof. Sure, I'll take that to put it up to standard effects, I guess. So that's a devil's bargain and making it desperate.
Gets me standard.
Standard effects, which I don't know. Would that make him just straight up leave? That seems like that would be like a greater sort of thing. I think limited I see that as kind of maybe he's like hesitates, so maybe Standard brings him to the negotiating table as his men are running around on fire. His miniguns on the floor.
Hmm.
Does that seem
Suits
fair?
the end.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And it's desperate because if he still has a minigun, he's just got to pick it up and start shooting again.
Exactly, and also I might end up with bloody Marlene. Either way.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of going to happen either way, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
I feel
a problem for
desperate
future
about
Dell.
Exactly.
And there are thugs, so
Alright.
you're in risk of great harm. And, you know, miniguns aren't necessarily a precision weapon. So
Yeah.
we've not decided where Rodney is, but he might be in the firing line. I don't know. If not, then the building's going to get it for sure.
Oh, that's
You know,
just the
whenever
future.
it's convenient for you, I'm definitely stupidly standing in the line of fire.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your sacrifice.
So that's a desperate position.
Yeah, it's a desperate Standard. You brought it all the way up from 0 effect to Standard, so that's
Okay.
good going.
I've got a bonus dice courtesy of the Devil's Bargain. And I've
Oh,
got another one
you
from
went a bit there.
Uncle Albert as
Yeah.
well. 2 bonus dice.
Say that bit again. What's the bonus dice from? You cut out.
Devil's
for a sec.
bargain.
Devil's Bargain and from Uncle Albert.
It wasn't the devil's
Right.
bargain to
For effect.
for
Oh,
the
was it? Oh, so
Oh,
I
okay.
just get
Yeah.
one from Uncle Albert.
Yeah, I get to shoot Dell. Finally.
It just says to me, it's a bit misleading on the character sheet. It says bonus dice by pushing yourself or accepting Devil's Bargain. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
well, you can have one for a Devil's Bargain, but I don't think you can have the Devil's Bargain to increase both the amount of dice you have.
Oh, I see.
You said you wanted it to increase your effects
I get you. I just
instead.
failure to understand rules that I don't understand. So
Ah, it's all right.
one bonus dice. 6.
Hell
It's a
yeah!
crit anyway, so
Go on.
it's a moot point.
Good lad.
I don't get to shoot Del Boy.
Mm.
You get what you want plus extra. But you do also get Marlene, who's now...
I accept my.
I don't know, is she obsessed with you now? That's interesting.
I
was a
think she
bit,
might be,
yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
okay,
she
so
was
that's a
smitten,
problem
wasn't
for future Del.
It is.
She's conspicuous by her absence in this scene. So we've already established there's some tension between Boyce and Marlene. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the lost straw.
yeah, so
I imagine he's a broken
Yeah.
man.
he is a broken man. He drops the minigun and like sinks to his knees on the back of this truck, and
Molly!
I don't know. Yeah. What do you want to happen to this poor broken man?
I want him to sign over his right to this territory and effectively to become a vassal of the Trotter Independent Traders. Yeah.
Damn. Well, I think that's happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was an extremely fast score. I can't see any more obstacles to contend with.
Brilliant.
I mean, you
Just-
can say we need to clean up our mess, but apart from that,
No,
Oh,
I've got
sure.
somebody
That's not
for
fun,
that
though,
job.
is it?
There's 2 people.
Yeah,
for
we
that
got
job.
little Jimmy
Yeah.
Neville
Oh,
in
Jimmy
Janitor.
Neville. We've got the
oh
janitor.
no, him alone. Yes, like
Yeah, I might just. I spent more time looking for the backdrop than it took to sort this story. Jesus.
sorry.
Can we poach some of the goons that didn't get set on fire now they don't have a boss? We'd be like, right, you lads can come and work for us if you want. Otherwise, you can follow this chap home or whatever.
I think he's going to try and keep his goons. He's only signing over his thing, but because that's kind of a
Fair
crew
enough.
upgrade to get a cohort.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
You could start a long-term project to poach all these goons, I guess.
Poach
Yeah.
everyone, yeah.
Yeah. We
Right,
should
so,
keep that in
yeah.
mind.
Boyce like pats his armour out, like at the fire, while his men are running around, jumping in the canals and getting scooped out the water by what's he called? Melvin, is it? He's scooping
Melvin,
them
yeah,
out,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
covering them with oil, eel grease to like
Yeah.
soothe them off a bit to try and keep the heat down. Return, and he comes in and he's like, I can't do this anymore. I just can't. It's all gone wrong. I tried to build this empire for years, and you've just taken everything. You're a monster, Dale. You even took Marlene.
I think Dale should, if you're there and I'm up on the roof, but give him the 2 moustaches off of the guy's
I will.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who dares wins. That's our motto. And I'm afraid, yeah, shit out of luck, Boyce. And hand him the 2 moustaches of his lieutenants.
No, Thomas Magnum. No.
I was trying to think of a name. I just kept going through
Of a
the ones I want to
moustache.
think of that I can't use.
Magnum Selic.
Yeah, Magnums.
Oh no.
They never came home. You're the devil himself, Del Boy. You can have this rotten, haunted factory. I'm done with this. And he like sulks off and he doesn't take his limousine with him. He's lost all his goats.
Yeah. We'd
Probably
call it dibs
gained
on that
a
minigun.
smashed up minigun out of this as well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna research that. We
Get
can put a
that up on the
minigun
roof.
on our goat card.
Yeah, can we get that in a
Oh my
3D?
God.
though?
Oh,
Yeah, maybe not for free, but yeah, you can totally
Yeah.
have it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Long-term
successful
project.
score. Good job. That's less rolls
Hey,
than the last
good team.
biggest score. Was it 2 rolls? Jesus,
It
wow.
was too long. I'm sorry.
That's
Brilliant.
beat your 4 roll score. But yeah, in the
Wow,
story,
yeah.
that just makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
payoff.
Nice one.
Let's get cracking. I even made a thing for war with the Jaffas, and now I don't need it.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I'm sure it'll
Oh,
come
no, it's
around
all
again
good.
sooner or later.
You can also say
don't
that
know.
they somehow reform, but without Boyce to take revenge on us. You know. So,
Yeah, Marlene takes it over.
After Delboy actually turns it down.
I thought was Marlene
well-
and take it over, but Boyce's not actually been murdered by you, which was entirely what I expected to happen.
Yeah.
He's just a broken.
Maybe she murders him.
I mean,
She's
we're
so
risk.
Incompetence.
I'm risky, but I'm not murderous.
No. Well, to
Yeah,
your
me
credit,
neither.
all the rolls were desperate. So if you hadn't rolled 6s and crits, I would have like piled on a ton of consequences for each
Yeah.
Yeah.
one. So you took the risk, and you just came up smelling of roses.
Who dares wins, as they say. Who dares wins.
Right, I'm going to say that was. I mean, I feel like it should be a small job, but really it was a standard score. You just did it perfectly. So that's 6 coin. From like
Oh yeah.
that's
Nice.
and that's from like the selling off the limousine maybe, or just and
Bits.
like just your minions being able to get on with their work without having to go to war because you've averted
Nice.
war by just destroying them. So what's that,
Two
like 2
coins
each if you want to do that.
Yes.
And we got the electro Gatling gun.
Yes. But I think that's
Yeah.
good for like further long-term projects, which
Yeah.
I might need to spend some
Yeah.
coin on as well.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Start of
get
it.
away.
In my mind, it's a gun that's been taken off like one of the warships from like the Scotland War. Those used to like sweep the decks. So it's like it's
Yeah.
not something you can like carry around like Arnie. It's like a mounted
Yeah.
machine gun,
Nice.
but it's yours anyway. To
Yeah.
do with
Lovely
what
on
you
a
want.
Robin reliant model carriage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna. With the suspension's gonna be like rock bottom with that thing like that. But
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we lowered it to the floor anyway, so we'll have to crank it back up in order to lower
Back
it
up.
to the floor.
Mm.
all right, rep then 2 by default, and then add 1 per tier higher of the Jaffas. So they are tier 2, but not for long, I think. So you get 3 rep. Someone want to stick that on the crew sheets.
Okay, done.
Yeah, I think the Jaffas might be going down to tier 1, which leaves like a space in the underworld for a new tier 2 Hawkers crew
Oh yeah.
when they get up there.
Yeah. Cool.
Next is heat. Would you describe this operation as smooth and quiet?
Smooth.
Well, smooth, yeah.
Yes.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Not
No.
so much.
No. Contained.
Although-
I'm going to go.
You did say there were a lot less bluecoats hanging around the area.
There were, yeah, but there was also quite a large mushroom cloud.
Fair enough.
So
Where?
It
I'm saying
wasn't. It wasn't a war though, which is what it could have been.
it wasn't a war,
Yeah,
which
fair enough.
would be extra heat after as well. So
Yeah.
I think it's 4 plus 1 because killing was involved from the lookouts.
Mm.
I got,
That's true.
and maybe
5
some of the
heat.
Bernie boys. So yeah, 5 altogether.
Okay.
But I mean, that's just how it goes. And that's all that. Then it's entanglements, which I'll leave for next time. So if you like, we can just do XP and have an early night.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
So after doing a score where you took 19 stress, you did a score where you took like what 4 altogether, maybe, including preparation. Incredible.
Yeah.
Right. So crew XP. Did you acquire product supply, execute clandestine or covert sales, or secure new territory?
Well, secure. It's not new because we've had it before. But we secured it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sure you got that. I put one on for that.
did you contend with challenges above your current station? Yeah. The Jaffas really threw everything they had at you. They just didn't,
Yeah.
they didn't have enough chutzpah to keep up the conflict.
Yeah, they also somehow we didn't give you a chance to like spread whatever they threw. And you were just like, there's a
Yeah.
minigun there, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna blow that up, and then you were like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly how it should go. I mean, like I said, if you didn't roll a 6, then Del Boy's getting filled with holes and possibly quite a lot of your turfs. So.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one? Yes, you.
Reputation.
Yeah, we must have, yeah.
Alright, he's just saying
Yeah.
yes.
Is
Your
it
reputation's
Slight-
ambitious.
ambitious? But are we getting a reputation which we've been working on, which is savvy? Because we
Savvy.
stopped a
Yeah.
war before it happened.
Yeah.
Did, yeah. Well, we've got a clock going for that, so
Yeah.
I mean it's
Yeah.
standard to tick it twice normally, unless so you're like
Nice.
nearly there. So yeah, definitely some XP for that.
Yeah. Nice. Wait, does one of us put it in?
I'm taking it.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking
That's
it.
good.
And finally, did you express the goals, drives, inner conflicts, or essential nature of the crew? Remembering this also includes all the downtime we did beforehand.
Yeah, we must have.
It's in a conflict.
Yeah, the old vegetable conflicts, that's like
Yeah.
The
the ongoing war over the spuds.
Yeah.
True.
the ongoing problems with the eels and the war.
Yeah,
Okay. So
there's-
2 then for all those.
yeah, why not?
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, just a good job all around.
Yeah.
Good team.
Right, so reverse alphabetical order as promised this time. So we're starting with Rodney for a change.
Okay.
Did you mark your desperate action?
Yeah.
Your desperate tinker.
Yeah, I did.
Perfect. Did you address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem?
I'd say
Gotcha.
yes.
Yeah. Did you do us a lot?
I mean, I did one roll. Did I in
Did
preparation? Did I-
downtime as well, though, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I do in downtime? I de-stressed. I started a lot of
You made
long-term
your-
projects.
Yeah. Started your goat situation.
Yeah. You brewed
True.
up your horny
Sure.
goat weed.
Finished your go
You
goat
could
stuff.
say-
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a challenge. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Remember, you can put those ticks wherever you like as well.
Oh yeah, true. I wanted to upgrade my prowess so I can actually drive the car that I'm currently upgrading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? Working class Acarosian family boy with an academic background.
A bit, but I actually think not in particular, really.
I think you did. I mean,
I think you did.
you did all your going for like your goat porn empire and
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
is it something? Okay, true.
Fixing
It's a
up the
super,
car.
super elitist thing, I guess. Yeah, sure.
well, it's part
I'd
of.
say it is.
You could say it's one of his drives, and also going
Oh.
after ladies of all kinds.
That's true.
Maybe.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Selling goat porn is what I love doing most. So
Wow. It's
Yeah,
enjoy
no.
the allure of capitalism maybe more
Yeah.
than the things that you sell to get. So.
Yeah.
Or you just like goat porn. It's up to you. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session?
no, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
none of the girls like they were all very open to me.
No, but
No
I've got
trouble with the women this
three
time.
kind of girlfriends now, so I can start setting up some problems for you in the
Again,
future.
none of them have really like indicated they like me that much, so I feel a bit, you know.
Well,
I feel like I like all
we
of
can
them
work
more
on
than
it
they like
together,
me.
but it would be good for your XP. So
Yeah, also, I don't
swings and
mind.
roundabouts.
I think it's more of it would be very classic that Rodney is like way more in love with the girls than they are with him, but they still give him shit for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, and you have filled up your prowess bar, so you can
Yeah.
you can stick a dot.
Yeah, and stick it into
Any of those,
finesse,
actually.
I think, because finesse is what you use to drive a car, and I think none of us has great car driving skills yet, right? So I go for that.
Great. So to your boy Del Boy next. Did you mark your desperate action?
Doing
You
it. Right. Desperate action. Yep.
Did you address a challenge with deception or influence?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you do it a lot?
Definitely did it with Boyce at the end.
Deception for your ongoing vegetable.
The ongoing vegetable
Scheme.
deception. Yeah. I
Also
deceived
just-
the Viscount.
Yeah, I think that one is
Yeah, the
yeah.
Viscount thing. I'm not sure about the vegetable thing, or else you'll just be getting that every session without doing anything
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Yeah. I can take that.
But yeah, you still get your 2, I reckon. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I believe so. Yeah.
Working class, sort of.
Yeah, the whole
Lad.
working class. Yeah, beating, punching up and down.
Yeah, ex-factory worker. You did draw upon your
Absolutely.
knowledge of factory canals, I suppose.
I did. Know about the canals.
So
and
yeah,
stuff.
that all worked out nicely.
Yep.
Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
My vice went along quite nicely, really. So I don't think it was really a struggle. Well, struggles with my traumas, and that I was taking a risk by goading Uncle Albert into shooting someone, and that did. Yes,
Reckless, yeah.
my recklessness did get us some bother. So yeah.
Yeah, you did
did
also
affect
stand in
you.
front of a man wielding a minigun.
That's
Oh, yeah,
true.
that's
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I kind of blotted that out. Alright.
See the minigun.
Yeah,
Yeah, just so incensed by.
You know what it was.
yeah.
Yeah, like I think taking out the observers was probably something that worked out in our favor, but definitely standing in front of a minigun is pretty reckless.
Sweet. That's all for you. Just a reminder that you can put those ticks in any of the XP tracks, the end of session ones. All good?
Uh,
So it doesn't have to go into my resolve track, which is part of the sway. I can put it into another one.
So if you're
The desperate action has to go in the one that you did the action in. It's just all the rest of the end of session XP can go wherever you want to put it.
I thought you is it not like when you fill up the playbook advancement, then you can put one in the of the attributes? You can put them in any of them.
No. Yeah, you can put them in any of them.
Holy shit! Did not realise that.
No, I try and remind people every session.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
just
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I meant.
it's helpful.
But
cool.
yeah, if you've got ticks on playbook advancement, but you'd rather put them in a tracker, just shift them around. I don't mind.
Okay. Oh, that's
It's
cool.
only the desperate action XP that goes in a specific place. The rest goes wherever.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I get it now.
Alrighty. And then finally, Albert. Then, did you get any
Okay.
desperate actions?
No, I didn't this time.
Sniping people from a distance.
Yeah. No,
Brutal.
True. You didn't even get the chance, really.
I didn't. It's cool. I'm sure I'll have one next time.
Did you address challenges with tracking or violence?
I say so.
Yes, shot some lookouts and shot a big keg full of whatever that stuff is that Rodney makes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's violent. Oh, so I
Yes,
fill up
that's one or
then.
two ticks.
Yeah, now the rest of them I can put in any of these. That's good. Right.
Well, all those ticks you got on playbook advancements, if you want to reshuffle them because you didn't realise you could put them in other places.
No. It's cool. It's not in this game. I've been doing that. But
I see.
now that's full, I can get one of those special abilities. Any
You can,
extra
yeah.
ticks I get, I'll put in the attributes for now.
Sure. Where did we get to? Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? Yes.
As in like the war and all that stuff.
As in growing up in a working class factory and then being in the Navy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you had the
Yeah.
whole session with your friend again where you told me everything about eels.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Alright, so that's one or two. Up to you.
Cool.
And then did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
Well, again, I think Vice is all good because we just had a really nice Sunday dinner. But then traumas is my trauma is haunted, so I think just causing a massive explosion and then flashbacks about the war maybe. Take one from
I
that.
think that was starting to become a problem, but then the whole score ended so quick. I'm not sure if it did or not, but I'll leave it up to you.
Well, maybe he's still on the roof, freaking out. No one's gone up to see him.
No.
So you
Yeah,
just
well-
suddenly start taking pot shots at you lot down in the courtyard or something. All the fire.
So in order to get the advancement, you're starting to act out
Shoot you all.
the
You're
war.
going to start
Yeah.
shooting you
After the
shooting your own
fact.
team.
Thanks.
And then that does give me struggle with my vice because my family obligation, and I've shot you all.
Great.
Oh no, you shoot everyone
It's
inside.
harder
Yeah.
harder to be obligated to your family that you've reduced in number.
And you've shot them all, yeah. But I can
Shot-
take you to Melvin, and Melvin's just outside on the barge anyway.
Conveniently, we've got everything
Plenty
we
of
need.
them eel skin bandages.
Don't we
Good.
need to roll to see if you've hit anyone? Well, I guess you're all heavily armoured, so you'd probably be alright.
It's alright, there's so much smoke around. I just would just like freak out and fire away, but not actually shoot anyone.
Alright, sure, why not? And that's all the experience. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Nice.
got to work
Yeah,
out
awesome.
how the world reacts to this event.
Yeah. We're also almost at a new crew advancement. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, you do level up crazy fast.
Rivers run dry, dust spreads in the air. 2 dark days, do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits. It's heavy just breathing through this debate. Well, starter, come on, starter, right?